Wala pa yung, anong tawag dito? Okay. Yung, anong tawag dito? We're now on, YouTube na. Yung, anong tawag dito? We're now on, YouTube na. Yung, anong tawag dito?
Ma'am, wala kang ipi-play na video dyan o music or ano na lang para habang naka-flash yan. Ma'am, wala kang ipi-play na video dyan o music or ano na lang para habang naka-flash yan.
Yung It's a Hit. Kaya lang baka maano tayo ng...
Ma'am, ay oo nga pala. Kasi sa YouTube dyan o music or ano na lang para habang naka-flash yan.
Yung It's a Hit. Kaya lang baka maano tayo ng...
Ma'am, ay oo nga pala. Kasi sa YouTube dyan o music or ano na lang para habang naka-flash yan.
Yung It's a Hit. Kaya lang baka maano tayo ng...
Ma'am, ay oo nga pala. Kasi sa YouTube dyan o music or ano na lang para habang naka-flash yan.
Yung It's a Hit. Kaya lang baka maano tayo ng...
Ay oo nga pala. Kasi
Ma'am Eve, mag-accept na. Ma'am Eve,
We have
mag-accept
135 waiting participants, ma'am.
Mag-accept na tayo. Accept na tayo, ma'am, no?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, yung teaser.
Yung mga may tamang, ano, nga pala.
Yan.
Hello, good afternoon. Bogs Pagigan here from Accenture.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Welcome to ACEDPH.
Thank you. Just testing my mic if it's clear.
Okay.
Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, sir. We're also
Yes, sir.
in YouTube right now,
Okay.
so we can accommodate others who would not be able to join us in the Zoom room. Kasi we only have limited
Yes.
number. We can only
Understand.
accommodate 500.
Yep, understood. Thank you.
We have more than 800.
Wow. That's good.
Mostly students.
Nice. I'm glad that there are a lot of students interested with our topic.
And these are ITE students, those who are taking information technology, computer science, information systems.
And they're graduating students. Tama po.
Of them, sir.
Okay.
They would be graduating soon.
Yep, and I hope to see them in nice and prestigious IT company in a couple of months.
Yes. Yeah. It's already 1:02. We need
The link. Sir Bernie is asking for the link. And other students are also asking for the link.
the link will be provided to them once they register, because each participant kasi would have a unique passcode, because this event is requires registration. So I guess we just have to accept all this in the waiting room. Anyway, the reason they were able to advise na lang natin sila to rename. Okay lang. Sir Neil,
Yes.
are you
In the house.
Yes, ma'am, I am. Kaya lang yung video ko parang somewhat restricted from opening.
what are you using? Your desktop?
Laptop. Yung desktop, ma'am, I can't even connect earlier. Kaya I transferred to my laptop and luckily, I was able to get in. Nagpapanik na mama ko eh. Pe-press ko yung panic button kanina eh.
Medyo compress yung program natin today. And as what we had instructed earlier, na kailangan the attendees should be renaming their username.
Mhm.
But unfortunately, those who are in the waiting room right now have not followed the instructions. But then I think they were able to to join because they have registered. Okay, so na lang, and then advise na lang them while they're inside to make the renaming.
I suppose so, ma'am. Para yeah.
Okay, sige. Admit all ko na lang, ha?
Sige, ma'am.
Hirap mag-isa-isa eh.
Hello, ma'am. Good afternoon. Rain here from Accenture.
Ma'am.
Yes po. Question lang, ma'am. Am I allowed to share my screen? I'll be assisting Bogs for the deck po eh.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, sige po. Thank you.
Yung sharing natin.
Hi, Rain. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Bogs.
We're using the Zoom meeting format eh. Kaya it would be open to everyone. But then I do hope no one will play around later while we're doing the presentation. Okay. So right now we have 253 inside the meeting room. Sir Neil, what's your call?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am?
What's your call now?
Opening.
Okay.
Welcome remarks. Sorry, ma'am.
What time are we going to start?
Okay, so it's already 5 minutes past 1 o'clock. Perhaps we can give them about mga 5 minutes more, ma'am, and then we can proceed already para makapasok pa yung iba.
Okay. Wala pa si Ma'am
Ma'am Clarissa, siguro, so she's also trying to get in yan. Ayan.
Hindi
O,
na po.
yan pala,
Nagpapalit
ma'am.
lang
Any
ako ng
moment
ano.
now, ma'am.
Andyan na, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Kapapasok lang.
Okay.
Ayan pala.
Pasensya
Okay
na
na, ma'am.
po.
Okay, I admit na lahat nung nasa ano na yun. Our 110, we will start.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Then reminder to everyone, we're now live streaming this event and YouTube. I will be sharing with you the link. So if ever you can share this with your, with your colleagues, with your classmates who would not be able to get inside. Probably later on, you can watch this.
Diyosan tamayo ako. Ma'am Diyosan, kailan pa yon? Ayan, Ma'am Diyosan, pinalitan ko na.
Ma'am Eve?
Yes. Shall we start? In your cue, ma'am. Shall we start?
So, can you hear me po? Ma'am Linda, can you hear me?
Yes. Ma'am Eve?
Yes. Shall we start?
Yes.
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon to the ACEDPH Board of Officers, members, and the Commission on Higher Education Region 3, deans, program heads, educators, students, guests, and to all our participants and viewers who are with us right now. Welcome to our webinar entitled Jumpstarting Computing Careers in the New Normal and Access to Technology Learning Resources. Hosted by ACEDPH, I am Evelyn Juliano from Pilma Arroyo University, your Master of Ceremony for today. To officially start our program, I would like to invite everyone to please take a moment of silence for the doxology to be followed by the singing of the national anthem.
Dear God, thank you for the opportunity to meet together. Please help us to come together to make this institution reflect your kingdom. Breathe life into our ideas and decisions. Help us build a team that has love and respect at its heart. Give us the strength to continue working for your kingdom in this time of pandemic. Lord, come give us the inspiration to be the best we can be. May we be a shining example of your goodness and truth within, wherever we are. Inspire our thoughts, discussions, and ideas, and continue to remind us that all that we do here today, all that we accomplish, is for the pursuit of truth for the greater glory of you. We ask these things in your name. Amen.
All right. Before we jump into a very interesting talks, let me guide everyone in the program. The first part of the program, Jumpstarting Computing Careers in the New Normal, this is to be attended by the ITE students, faculty members, program head. We have two very interesting topics to be discussed. First is entitled Harnessing the Power of Opportunities for Holistic Growth. Second is Toolkits for Winning Career in the New Normal. After which there will be an open forum and for further to entertain your questions. Then after the open forum, we shall proceed to the second part of the program entitled Access to Technology and Learning Resources. This is to be attended by the ITE faculty members, program heads, and deans. And to give us a welcome remarks, please allow me to introduce the president of ACEDPH to deliver his message. Please help me in welcoming Dean Neil Datu from the College of Computer Studies, Republic Central Colleges.
Thank you, Ma'am Eve, and thank you for that virtual applause. To our dear students, educators, program heads, deans, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the webinar on Jumpstarting Computing Careers in the New Normal and Access to Technology Learning Resources. Whenever I give my students assignments or deliverables or things to do, I always remind them about 6 Ps. 6 Ps have nothing to do with the 4 Ps na pantawid ng pamilyang Pilipino. 6 Ps would refer to prior proper planning prevents poor performance. 6 Ps apply to all that we do. For students, for example, if we need to deliver a report and if we want to perform well in that report, then we have to prepare by rehearsing. If we want to perform well in our exams, we also have to prepare by reviewing. And the need for preparation becomes more pronounced depending on how important the things that we want or intend to do. For example, if we want to become a successful IT professional, then we have to prepare ourselves by equipping ourselves with the knowledge, attitude, and skills needed to make us useful for organizations. As they say, failing to prepare is preparing to fail. And this is what the first part of our event is about. Uh, there will be a talk regarding the preparation for a successful IT career. And what makes this more interesting is that our speaker is from Accenture. This is a Fortune Global 500 company and one of the best companies to be part of. So I urge all students, hindi sa mga teachers, baka sila maglipatan sa industry. This is for students, okay? Kayo ang gusto naming mag-prepare for this computing career. Please listen attentively because I am sure You will be able to pick up things that you will find useful as you prepare yourselves to become successful IT professionals. Note that 6Ps also apply to faculty members kasi we teach and we want to teach well. And one of the things that teachers need to prepare is deciding what is best to teach. The association believes that often the best source of content, especially if you are teaching technology, the best source will come from the owners of this technology. What do I mean by this? If you want to know the best content for learning Office applications, then you might want to go to Microsoft. If you are learning Google Apps, then you may want to go to Google. Or if you want to learn Java or database management systems, the company to go to is Oracle. We would like schools to partner with these industries, as partnering with them will allow our schools to access their first-rate learning resources. This will then enable us to share what is best to teach to our students. Sir Isaac Newton said in 1675, "If I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants." So for my colleagues in the academe, if we want to go further or teach better, I strongly suggest that we partner with these giants. And one of the giants is, of course, Oracle. And this is what the second part is about. So please note of these two things. Yung una is 6Ps. Prior proper planning prevents poor performance. And yung second, if we want to do better, if we want to see further, we can always stand on the shoulders of giants. On behalf of the officers and area coordinators of the Association of Computing Education Deans and Program Heads, also known as ACEDPH, I bid you all a warm welcome and wish everyone a fruitful, enjoyable, and a safe afternoon. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Sir Neil, for that wonderful remarks. Very well noted on the 6Ps and the partners with the giants. To make everyone engage in this webinar, please allow me to read the house rules before we start with the seminar proper. The house rules. Upon entry, kindly change your username to this format: HEI, or the agency you are in, or the company, followed by first name and then your last name. Kindly turn off your microphone while the session is ongoing unless prompted by the host. Avoid any form of distraction such as unnecessary background noises, etc., that may cause inconvenience to the speakers and participants. There will be an allotted time for the question and answer with the experts, so please refrain from shooting questions while the talk is ongoing. Please use the chat box responsibly. Do not initiate non-related topics on the chat. Questions can be written in the chat box. However, they will only be read during the Q&A portion. An e-copy of the certificate of participation will be emailed to all the attendees who completed the event. Please make sure that you have registered the correct and working email address. The link play. The link for the event evaluation form will be sent to the chat box at the end of the webinar session. All the attendees are to fill out the form as the prerequisite to receive a certificate of participation. The proper dress code and decorum are expected. Lastly, please enjoy the event by actively listening and participating in the sessions. And kindly stay tuned to some special announcement as we go along with the sessions. And at this point, to present the participants for the day's webinar, I would like to call on the Secretary of ACEDPH, Dean Clarissa P. Vicente from the College of Information Technology Education, Baliwag University.
A blessed afternoon to all our guests from the industry, to our beloved students from the different HEIs, to the faculty members, deans, and program heads, and to all the officers of ACEDPH. My task is to present the participants from the different higher education institution in Region 3. From the ACLC College, Baliwag, ACLC Malolos, ACLC College of Gapan, Angeles University Foundation, Aurora State College of Technology, Baliwag University, from Baliwag Polytechnic College, Bataan Heroes College, Bataan Peninsula State University, participants from Bulacan Agricultural State College, from Bulacan Polytechnic College, participants from Bulacan State University Main Campus, Bulacan State University Bustos Campus, Bulacan State University Hagonoy Campus, From Bulacan State University, Sarmiento Campus. From Centro Escolar University, Malolos. From City College of Angeles. Don Honorio Ventura State University. Gordon College. Wagwa National Colleges. Holy Angel University. Immaculate Conception I College of Arts and Technology. La Verdad Christian College. Letran Bataan. Lyceum of the East Aurora. Mabalacat City College. Maritime Academy of Asia and the Pacific. From Mary the Queen College. Participants from Meycauayan College. Microcity College of Business and Technology, Inc. Midway Colleges, Inc. Participants from Mount Carmel College, Baler. From National University, Baliwag. Participants from Nueva Ecija University of Science and Technology. From North Sagaray College. Participants from Pambayang Dalubhasaan ng Marilao. Pan Pacific University, North Philippines. Villa Aurelio University. Republic Central Colleges. Ritual Colleges, Inc. Santa Rita College of Pampanga. St. Rose College Educational Foundation, Inc. STI College, Angeles. STI College, Balagtas. STI College, Malolos. Systems Plus College Foundation. Tarlac Agricultural University. Tarlac State University. from the University of the Assumption. Wesleyan University, Philippines, Aurora. Wesleyan University, Philippines. Good afternoon and have a fruitful day ahead to all.
Thank you very much, Madam Clarice. At this time, let us have our ears to the resource speaker. Let us have our ears to the resource speaker who will be talking about two timely and interesting topics. First, harnessing the power of opportunities for holistic growth, and toolkits for winning career in the new normal. And to introduce our resource speaker, he's a technology delivery lead, senior manager, and business sponsor for Accenture Technology Program, Accenture Interactive Capability Lead, a Green IT Training Lead, and ATLP, Accenture Technology Learning Program Lead. Without further ado, please welcome our resource speaker for today. A virtual round of applause to Mr. Bogart Boggs Pakigan.
All right. Thank you for that warm virtual welcome for me. So, mayat agat panapon sa ating mga kabalen, naimbag na malen sa ating mga Ilocano, at magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. I'm Boggs Pagigan and Senior Manager in Accenture, and I've been in Accenture for almost 17 years and in IT industry for 22 years. As mentioned earlier in this introduction, I'm wearing 3 hats in Accenture Philippines. One is I'm the capability lead for Accenture Philippines Interactive, where we do user experience, we do mobile development, and I make sure, my role is to ensure that we have the latest and greatest training to all our 1,000 Accenture Interactive resources or employees in the Philippines. The other one is I'm wearing another hat for sustainable IT. It is my personal commitment to bring back to nature to ensure that in whatever we do in Accenture, even the way we program, we reduce the emission of the carbon emission footprint. And last but not the least, so I'm the business sponsor for Accenture Technology Learning Program, one of the new program initiative that we are introducing in Accenture. New in the sense that, again, we're going broader and bigger, but we've already done this to some of the partner schools and universities. Okay, so Rain, if you can actually start sharing our slides to talk about harnessing the power of opportunities for holistic growth.
Hello. Can anyone allow me to share my screen po? I'm disabled po on sharing my screen. Thank you.
Go ahead, ma'am.
Okay, if you can go to the next slide, Rain. Okay, so again, harnessing the opportunities of for holistic growth. But the question is, do we really have opportunity in our situation right now? We're in the middle of a pandemic. right? If there are opportunities, where and how can we get those opportunities? So let's put ourselves into the current situation right now, okay? Organizations globally are experiencing workforce disruption at unprecedented scale and speed. Most of the small companies are closing, and some of the big companies are actually shrinking due to the pandemic. Today's CEO are faced with overwhelming competing challenges and uncharted waters as they continue to navigate the impact of COVID-19 pandemic. Out of necessity, our CEOs who are actually mostly looking 5 years, 10 years from now, they are prioritizing the now. They are shifting their focus to the current situation, focusing on supporting their people, customers and suppliers, and orchestrating responses to supply disruption. So this is our current situation right now. Okay. So as a student, to our dear students, how can you take this opportunity or current situation to continuously learn on how to upskill yourselves in preparation for before your graduation? Okay, so these are the questions that we need to address. And I know I was once a student like you, right? So we have this kind of situation wherein we never experienced it before. So how are we going to act on this situation? Okay, if you can move on to the next slide, Rain, please. So here are the few items that we will share with regards to new skilling. First is prioritize skills for development. Of course, there's a lot of skills that we can develop, okay? But we need to strike a balance between technical, soft skill, or I call it essential and social skills. The next one is actually target new skilling, right? We're doing things differently nowadays. Before, we are used to do face-to-face, instructor-led kind of training, boot camps, or even schooling. But now we're working remotely. We're learning remotely. We're working from home. So we need to target new kind of skilling to adjust to our current situation right now. And of course, we need to go digital, right? So almost all of the things that we're doing are mostly digital. So we can leverage and maximize the use of virtual reality or VR and AR or augmented reality to accelerate the speed and scale of effective training. We cannot rely anymore on doing face-to-face instructor-led kind of training or learning, since we all know that we cannot do that as of the moment. Okay, and if I just share Jackie Caney quote, no, Executive Vice President, Global People Division of Walmart, he said, our customers' expectations are changing. They want simple, faster, frictionless experiences. We are currently evolving our use of technology to empower our associates and provide them with new skills at a rapid scale to better serve our customers. So what does it mean to our students, right? If the business is actually shifting to a new paradigm right now, right, in a rapid space, in a rapid scale, so we are also as a students, we need to adapt, right? In just a matter of months, most of you are already graduating. So how can you ensure that you are equipped, right? That you are ready for the future, ready for the corporate world, right? So again, that's our business here, right? Right to you guys. We need to help you to adapt into our current situation and prepare you to become future IT professionals or experts. Okay, Rain, if you can move on to the next slide, please. So we're sharing to you the result of 2018 World Economic Forum survey, right? It's showing here the future jobs, employment, skills, and workforce strategy for the fourth industrial revolutions. So you can see here on top of the list is user and big data analytics, right? Data is a boom for the previous 3 to 4 years. As such, new roles like data scientists. We never heard that before. There's no such thing as data scientists before. But now with the advent of data, new roles like data scientists, data engineer, data virtualization, and others came into existence. Okay? And right now, what we're experiencing during the pandemic, we've seen people, most people have shifted to doing online transactions. As you can see on the second top list, app and web-enabled markets. People are doing online transactions. We've seen online sellers, right? We have our groceries delivered right in front of our doorstep. Most of the things that we're doing right now are online. Even the things that we're doing right now, we're doing online, right? Before, we used to go in a place, right? Gather together, present this kind of discussion, right? But now we're doing online. Next is actually Internet of Things or IoT. For some, right, IoT or Internet of Things, it's being, even the farmers are actually maximizing or leveraging this kind of technology right now. They're using this technology to monitor their crops through drone. We all know what's drone naman, right? So through drone, which providing the real-time, real videos of their crops, farmers nowadays can actually know which part of their farm needs more water, needs fertilizer, or needs insecticide, right? Next one is machine learning. So what is machine learning? We've seen Facebook and other applications identifying us or tagging us once we upload photos online. So we might ask, how do Facebook know that this is me? Or someone uploaded your picture and they tag you, right? Facebook knows you can easily identify who are you in that picture. And that's because we are teaching the machine, right? That's called machine learning, right? We provide Facebook and other applications with so much pictures of us, right? We're sharing picture that this is me. And as such, Facebook is learning, right? So for those who, in simple way, for those who have kids already, for teachers, practitioners who have kids, right? How do our kids know that this is actually a cell phone? Or this is our AirPods, right? Because we taught them that this is a cell phone. When they see another kind of cell phone, they knew it because we've planted in their mind, we've shown them a lot of pictures that this is cell phone, right? So that's how machine learning works. And then, of course, cloud computing. Nowadays, almost everything is in cloud, right? Even our simple and smallest email is in cloud. Before, when I started in IT industry, right, we used the 1.44 kind of floppy disk. I even saw as big as 3 sacks of rice for a 5 MB kind of hard drive. But now everything is in cloud, right? Even if you can send 5 gig, 20 gig of data, you can do it because everything is almost in cloud. So this is just actually giving you an idea, dear students. This is just giving you an idea of what kind of work you can embark or explore after your college days. Are you excited by far? But the question is, how can you jumpstart your career while still in school? For ISNB kind of hard drive. But now there you go. Thank you. So the question is, how can you jumpstart your career while still in school? Right? Is it enough that the training, the courses that you're getting in school right now, is it enough for you to jumpstart your career? Right? So let's quickly take a look at what of the some technologies that are hot in the market and it's being widely used and fast changing. Rain, if you can move on to the next slide, please. There you go. Thank you. So these are, I'm sharing right now the 3 fast changing technologies. Of course, who doesn't know Java, right? I'm sure, if not all, right? Most of our schools are offering Java as one of the subjects in IT or computer or any computer-related kind of subject. It was introduced 1995 or mid-1990s, right? But you can see we're already at Java version 10 as of 2018. Another technology that we are widely using is Android, which started 2008. But if you can see right now, as of last year, September 8, 2020, we're already using Android 11. Okay? And Angular, right? For some, it may, some might have just heard about Angular, but again, this started 2009. The first version was called Angular JS or Angular 1.0. But after 5 years, where it is widely used, and most of the programmers actually seeing performance issue, that's where they started to make an update, revise the Angular, and started Angular 2.0. So there's actually two complete difference between Angular JS or Angular 2. Nowadays, the widely being used is Angular 2 onwards, right? But last year, June 2020, or actually, I think it's just a couple of months, right? Angular 10 has been released. So since 2017 for Angular, we're seeing every 6 months another version is being released. Okay, so what does it actually tells us about these fast-changing technologies? Okay, so Rain, if you can move on to the next slide. We need to develop a growth mindset and continuously nurture your skills and talent. Okay, the phrase continuously nurture your skills and talent. We need to be a lifelong learners. We should never stop learning. If you think that I'm left since I'm already in IT industry for 22 years, it's gonna be smooth sailing, right? No, that's not the case. We need, as I mentioned earlier, we need to adapt changes. When I was still in college, the subjects that are being taught us are Pascal, COBOL, and now you could hardly hear them. When I started looking for a job, Visual Basic came to existence. I never learned Visual Basic 6 in my college days. So I have to upskill myself. I have to buy my own books, right, for me to learn new technologies. So again, we need to continuously learning. We need to continue upskill ourselves. Otherwise, we will be left behind. We will become irrelevant, and that's not what we want to happen. Okay, who amongst our students knows Kodak? I'm sure our practitioners, our schools, our deans knows Kodak, but for the students, they might not know about Kodak. So what is Kodak? They're famous for and known for analog photography. Before yung mga camera, you need to buy a film. After like taking pictures, you need to have that developed. That's where actually Kodak was known for. But when digital photography started, they were not able to adapt to a change on a rapid pace. They were slow in moving into digital. And as such, Kodak is just one of the history right now. The same case for Nokia phones. Who doesn't know Nokia phones? Right? As early as 2000, almost all people, if majority, if not all, actually have Nokia phones. But where's Nokia phone right now? May isa siguro pa isa-isa na lang. But it's already, majority are Apple, Android, right? And that's because they fail to adapt to a change. They never upskill themselves. Okay? So that's what we need to do as a student. The 3 technologies that I've shared earlier, right? You might have learned them 2 years ago when you were still second year, you were still third year. But as I mentioned, case in point, Angular. Angular 10 was just released 3 months back. So I'm sure you haven't thought about Angular 10, right? So how can you learn? How can you do you really need to rely on things that you're learning from your school right now? You need to grow your network, my dear students. You need to participate on activities outside of your school, such like this, right? And I'm happy that right now I'm seeing 500 participants in Zoom, right? I'm sure in YouTube there are more numbers, more students participating. And this is one avenue for you to be upskilled. And thanks for joining. You're taking care of your career. Okay? So again, develop a growth mindset and continuously nurture your skills and talents. Kayo po ang in charge sa career nyo. Right? Your school, your teachers, your instructors are just here to help you. But you should be the one taking care of your career. Okay? If you can move on to the next slide, Rain. So how do we build a career? How do we build a culture of innovation and learning? How do we continuously upskill ourselves in Accenture, right? So we do a lot. We use learning boards and online platforms. To many, Accenture is known for providing good trainings, but we are used to do face-to-face trainings, instructor-led kind of trainings. And now, we cannot do that since most of the people are working from home, working remotely, working online. How do we thrive amid this drastic change that we are currently living in? Even prior to pandemic, we at Accenture are actually doing online learning boards through online platforms. Month on month, we are actually taking trainings on the new and emerging technologies. So hindi lang kayo ang nag-aaral. Even us, even you have been in 22 years in IT, we do upskill ourselves, right? So we month on month, there are new learning boards for emerging technologies like cloud, right? I mentioned about different cloud platform earlier, the AWS or the Amazon Web Services, the Azure from Microsoft, the Google Cloud Platform from GCP and Alibaba. Those are some of the cloud platform, and we need to learn them. Otherwise, again, we will become irrelevant. Other technologies like blockchain, security, and delivery method like agile, right? We ourselves, even in the industry, we need to keep ourselves up to date. Then we also provide innovation spaces and playhouse. This is where we let our employees in Accenture, not just in the Philippines, but across globally, since we're a global company, wherein new ideas or even crazy ideas, right? We entertain crazy ideas and work together to innovate and develop something new, put their ideas into realities. Right? So that's how we further develop ourselves, how we further develop our employees in Accenture. And even, of course, that's not limited to old-timer, right? Even new joiners, even entry levels, even fresh hires are welcome to innovate with us. Okay. Then we also do hackathons, right? We throw some good problems, may not necessarily technology problem, but as I mentioned earlier, like social problems like global warming. I talked about one of my hats earlier, which is sustainable IT. How can we code in such a way that it can emit lesser carbon footprints, lesser carbon emission, right? So those are the kind of the hackathon or problems that we are throwing to the employees in Accenture as a way of bringing back to the community. Okay, and then MOOCs or Massive Open Online Course. So I'm sure I saw some of students from Bulacan State University, right? I've been talking to Bulacan State University and presented the ATLP, right? So MOOCs or Massive Open Online Course is one of the things that we're leveraging right now, since we do mostly the training, the bootcamp online. There are businesses like Udemy, Coursera, Udacity, to name a few, which specialize on this. We just need to leverage their online training so that we don't need to, start from the scratch. And since they keep their training up to date, we don't have to worry updating our training materials so often. Again, case in point, the 3 technologies that I've shared earlier, right? The Java, the Android, or even iOS, the Angular or other JavaScript framework like React.js that's developed by Facebook and of course being used by Facebook. No, those MOOCs are providing the most up-to-date training. So we are leveraging those massive open online course as well. So we don't have to reinvent the wheel or start from the scratch. Okay, so in the next slide, I'll be talking on high level, some of the programs that we're doing in Accenture. I'm sure some of you, again, Bulacan State University is one, right? I'm not sure what other schools and universities that join here actually have partnered with Accenture. So we do Accenture Innovation Leaders Program, or we call it AILP, right? Wherein we put your ideas to test in real world projects with Accenture leaders and peers and technology architect, cloud practitioner, business architect, business analyst. We will partner you with those industry experts, all right? So as you learn from them, definitely you make sure that they also learn from you too, right? We don't limit ourselves to working with the experts. We open ourselves to new ideas coming from the students like you. Okay, Program the Future, or the PTF. So how do you use technology to transform society? I mentioned earlier about transforming society. We ask you to create a group, right, within maybe your peer, classmate, or batchmate or schoolmate. Now you can form a group of 5 or any number wherein you can develop and pitch your solutions for a chance to win prizes. Again, some of you might be aware about this. No, it's a big prize actually, right? And of course, we won't let you develop and pitch your solutions on your own. We definitely provide mentorship. We will mentor you. We will help you enhance your idea. We will help you how to pitch better your solution. Okay, so these are the 2 of the programs or initiatives that we are offering to the campuses, to the schools, to other schools that we can actually partner with, right? So in case some of you are interested, later on, you can ask the questions on how to join these, right? We have our campus recruitment team here who can help with the POC or your contact, school contact, on how you can, help or become part of this program. Okay, move on to the next slide. Right. So of course, Accenture Technology Learning Program, or the ATLP. Okay, so if you can move on to the next slide, Rain. So what is ATLP? It's our way to bridge the gap between industry and academia by helping students to become equipped, to become ready with the latest technologies, not just latest technologies, but technologies that are widely used in industry to help future-proof their skills. If I may share my experience, I do hire a lot of entry-level or fresh graduates. Month on month, we hire entry-level fresh graduates, and we put them into a boot camp. The common observation is, in spite of their 4 years, 5 years, and many IT or programming subjects that they have taken in their school, they're still struggling, right? They're having difficulty. They're encountering a lot of challenges completing their boot camp. right? So that's the reality. So we want to address that by, again, partnering with the schools, by helping the students partner and influence the curriculum of academics, right? Again, there are curriculums already, right? But as I mentioned earlier, it's a fast-paced technology, right? The business is evolving. The business is changing. So we also need to adapt to those. And the curriculum might not be able to, because it has a lot of approval processes, right? Has to be approved by CHED. Of course, we have some CHED here. But again, it's the process that we need to go through, right? But again, we can partner. The industry, like Accenture, can partner with the schools, with the universities, so we can review and take a look at your curriculum, and we can, based on what we see in the actual work, in the actual IT world, we can, of course, make a suggestion on how to better improve the curriculum in such a way that our students are more than ready, right? In such a way that our students are head up high when they join any IT industry. Okay, so and again, as I mentioned earlier, since I hire a lot of entry-level fresh graduates, I usually ask the question, why Accenture? Why do you want to join Accenture? And most of the common answers that I'm getting from our entry-level or candidates is that Accenture is actually providing good training. Accenture is a good learning environment, provides good learning environment. We provide a lot of trainings. We provide a lot of certifications. And that is true, right? But how could our students say that, right? They just heard it from their family members, from their friends who are already part of Accenture. But what we want to do is actually put that opportunity in front of our students. We wanted them to experience that kind of training, even they're still in the schools right now, right? We wanted to give them training in such a way that they themselves are ready, feeling ready, and job ready after that training. Okay, and then of course, Dean earlier mentioned that this is for the students. But in this program, we also want to partner with the faculties, with instructors, right? By preparing to help them. Of course, you are the educators, so we want also to give you that kind of training. We also want to equip you, right? Otherwise, the information that you're providing to students might be limited, and it doesn't have that kind of industry flavor, right? So we will also, through this program, we will teach, or we will train the faculties as well, so that they themselves can be able to cascade down to our students. Okay, so that's actually the ATLP. But in the next slide, we'll be talking about actually some of the partners already. So as I mentioned earlier, Bulacan State University is on top of our list. No, this were the Bulacan State University is where we piloted this program 2 years ago, even prior to pandemic. Wala pa po yung COVID-19. We are already working with Bulacan State University or BULSU with this program. We've already offered them this program and other schools as well. So you can see here the list of the academic partners that we have, and we have long lists actually. We have more lists that we're working with. These are just the ones that we're actively using the program, but we have more lists in our queue. We're working with our memorandum of agreement or memorandum of services for them to be able to join this program as well. And if I just may share, since as I mentioned earlier, as early as 2019, we've already offered this program to some of the universities, and I'm happy and proud to share that we've already hired students who are part of this program, they are already my workmate, my you know my seatmate in Accenture way back nung pumapasok pa kami sa office. Alright? So as I always share to the participants, no, because we will ask this program, no, as an online training. It's a homework for them. So from homework to real work. Okay, because they're actually using the technologies. They're actually using the new technologies that we're sharing, right? Where we're teaching them in the actual industry. Okay, so I'm more than happy to see more lists coming in. Again, from different school in this group, no, right? If you are interested, feel free to we can have a discussion with you with your contact, no. Our campus team is more than happy to open that discussion to talk about how we can implement this program to your students as well. Okay, so if you can move on to the next slide, Payne. Okay, so this is actually the framework that we've developed for ATLP. As I mentioned earlier, our objective is to bridge the gap between industry and academe. As Dean earlier has mentioned, no, we want to prepare you. We want to give you advanced training so that when you're done with your school, you are more than ready. You are job ready. Okay, so our student journey, once we have the memorandum of agreement signed by the POC of your school, we can provide ATLP orientation or Accenture Technology Learning Program orientation with the schools, with the practitioners, of course the students. And then we provide basic assessment. This is not a technical assessment, but rather more on communication and comprehension assessment, right? So after that assessment, if you're able to pass this assessment, we will give you a license. We will give you a link to our online training platform wherein you can do self-paced training. Okay. You can take as much training as you want. If you want to become a front-end developer, you can take a training on Angular, React.js, Vue.js, Next.js, and other JavaScript framework. Or if you're interested on mobile development, we can give you training on Android, iOS, and other cross-platform like React Native, or Ionic, or other mobile platform like Mendix. Mendix is actually a low-code, no-code kind of mobile platform. And once you're done with your training, then we'll give you a job offer, right? As I mentioned earlier, we were able to hire some of the participants, of this program in our pilot run. We piloted this as far as Bicol, all right? So not just Bulacan State University, we piloted this as far as Bicol. So if you think na, yun nga, since this is majority is actually Region 3, no? Pampanga, Aurora, right? Tarlac, as far as those, mas malayo pa po yung you've seen Cebu earlier in the previous slide, no? You've seen Bicol. I'm talking to different schools in provinces, no? So again, distance is no longer a blocker for all of us, because most of the things that we're doing right now is via online. Okay, so if you guys are interested, or dear students, if you're interested, again, our campus recruitment is here with us. Okay, so going back to the front-end development, I mentioned about the mobile, right? But if you're interested also on extended reality, virtual reality, or augmented reality, then definitely that's part of the program that we are offering. those are actually part of front-end development. We just have 3 channels in front-end development. The web, which actually Angular, React, Vue.js are part of. And then the mobile, wherein the iOS, the Android, the React Native, the Ionic, right? And then the extended reality and virtual reality is the other channel we're using for front-end development. Okay, of course, there are students who are more than interested also on back-end development, right? Back-end development like Java, Node.js, PHP, Python, .NET from Microsoft, and other back-end technologies. We offer those curriculum for you guys. Again, those are the actual technologies we are using in Accenture. We are using to provide a business value to our clients. And then, of course, these are just 2 of the tracks that we've included here. But again, for those who are interested in cloud platform, right, we offer AWS. For other platform like Salesforce, we offer that also. And then for data, we have this called Data University, wherein we are also teaching our students on how to become data engineer, data visualization, data scientist, and so on and so forth. So those are just few tracks that we are offering as part of this program, the Accenture Technology Learning Program. And what are the opportunities? Once you've completed this training, once you've completed this bootcamp, what are the opportunities that will come in your way? So for those who are hardcore developer, definitely we have coding job for you. For the testers, right? So even testers, you might think that testing is just actually click, right? And you know, trying to explore the apps, the web pages. Definitely, it's not the case. We do automated testing as well, right? Where in just one click, it can test the module, the functionality, one page, right? So we do automated testing and implementation. Your implementation is nothing but those existing applications, those working applications. If we do changes, right, we implement those changes, right? We need to ensure that those applications are up and running, because majority of our applications are running 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days in a year. Okay. So if you can move on to next slide, I think that's our last slide. So again, if you want to learn more, visit us at accenture.com page, students, to our contact person from different schools. Feel free to reach us out. Feel free to, you know, shoot us an email or talk to our campus recruitment team or campus team, so we can have that discussion and provide more opportunities, more learning opportunities, more upskilling opportunities to our students who, right, few months from now may already be IT practitioner or IT experts. Okay, that's all I think for now. And if there are questions, we're opening the floor now for questions.
Thank you very much, Sir Box. That's a very interesting and mind-engaging talk. And I'm pretty sure that our attendees, especially the students, there's a vast opportunities of them once they graduate. And I think our participants have a lot of queries, clarifications, questions, and insight that they would like to raise. And now I am formally opening the meeting of minds of these sessions, but due to the limited time, there are only questions that we need to attend to. But you can directly ask to the speaker, as I have indicated the email address in the chat box. You may now type in your questions in the chat box. Let me visit if there is a question. students, educators? Okay, let me read. We have the question here from BPSU student, from Alfredo Pascual. I need to help for AWS. Are there specialists in Accenture for this?
Yep, definitely. We have a lot of AWS practitioners in Accenture. We have this group called Cloud First, wherein, again, people who are working mostly on AWS, right? So they have actually real industry knowledge, expert in doing AWS, from setting up, machines in AWS, in cloud, and in configuring the application in AWS and all. So Alfredo, again, you are from BPSC, right? So I think you're interested on the AWS side of it. We provide trainings and on AWS. I think that's actually a good start for you to begin with for AWS. For getting more knowledge and information, then you might start with the AWS training that we provide. And those AWS training that I'm talking about is actually the exact training that we're providing to our new joiners, or even to our lateral or experienced people who would like to learn AWS. And we also provide certifications as well. So once you've already gained enough knowledge on AWS, there's a lot of certification on AWS practitioners, right? So we actually, our target is to, have, if not all, majority of our Accenture people in the Philippines and global, become AWS certified, if not for other cloud platforms. So I think if you can, reach out to the POC or contact person for your school, Alfredo, so that we can be able to offer this program to you or to your school.
Thank you very much, sir, for that. I hope that Alfredo answers your question. Any other question?
There's another question, actually. It's a interesting question from Alfredo. I'm not sure if it's really 72 years old, but again, we are open to anyone, Alfredo. In Accenture, we actually prioritize hiring for our disabled person, no? So we have that effort in hiring, and helping some of our disabled person to join us in Accenture. So the Accenture door is open to anyone, right? As long as you will pass the assessment being offered by Accenture, regardless of how old you are, then definitely the door of Accenture is open to anyone.
Yes, sir. I believe that, especially in technology, age doesn't matter.
Yes, exactly.
Another question are from student of Bulsu, Aircon. Are you accepting network engineering internship? That's a good question, sir.
Yeah. Ray, do you want to take on the internship?
Yes, hi. Good afternoon, everyone. So my name is Rain Fernandez. I am part of the campus relations team po, no. Just to take on this question regarding with the internship, no. We actually accommodating internship as long as the schools or our schools, no, has a MOA of agreement no, that is also part of the documents kasi that we need to settle, no, with the school. So for all the students who are really interested, no, on our program, no, especially with the ATLP na discuss po ni Bogs, no, you may ask or ask for assistance to your academe, no, to your school to send us an intent letter, no, for us to have a discussion, no, an internal discussion for this possible partnership. Yeah, I think I hope I answer your question. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Ma'am Florine. I'm sure I will contact you on that for our students also.
Yes, ma'am. We will gladly to partner with your school.
Yep. The more students, the more schools that we're working with, partner with, the merrier, right?
Yeah.
That's another opportunity for us and for our students. Okay, we have another question. Student from Quezon University, Jules. Does Accenture have programs that teach PHP and Laravel?
Yes, definitely. So I mentioned about backend earlier, right? So in the tracks, there's actually a backend there. So PHP is one of the backend technologies that we're teaching online, right? So not just Laravel, Symfony, and other PHP frameworks. Then definitely yes. And so we offer that. So same as what Rain has mentioned earlier, no, please have your school representative or contact person to reach us out so we can, work with them, make the necessarily paperwork so that you can definitely be part of this program. As I mentioned, no, the more the merrier, the more students that we can enroll in this program, the better, right? In helping our economy. So again, not just economy, no, and also to you students. As I mentioned earlier in my opening remarks, no, nung ako nag-aaral, Visual Basic, right? O hindi tinuro sa amin yun. So I have to buy my own books. I have to make a necessary effort for me to be equipped, to be upskilled. Now, this great opportunity is knocking on your door, right? You just need to participate. You just need to have internet connection for you to be able to get the actual training that we are providing and conducting in Accenture.
There you go. Ayan, nakita na yung batch ni Sir. But that batch, Sir, is a hardcore programmers, you know. Okay, we'll try to...
There's one question here from Renz Mercado. It's actually a good question. Can a student join the program even if she is having hard time coding? Is there a training? Is there a training? Is there a training to improve? So I'd like to take on this question now. So actually, the curriculum that we put together, we actually considered not just yung mga nahihirapan mag-coding, but even career shifter, even people who are not non-IT, even students or people who don't have much background on programming. So we crafted our curriculum in such a way that even the basics were included. Right. For example, in Fed, I mentioned about in Fed on front-end development. I mentioned about Angular, right? I mentioned about React.js, iOS, and other stuff for Fed, no. But in the curriculum that we put together, we've included the basic, and the basic, actually can be taken by anyone. Of course, there's an advantage kung marunong ka na mag-code, kung alam mo na kung anong variable, kung marunong ka na mag-create ng module, ng function, right? There's an advantage kasi you don't have to start from the scratch. But the curriculum that we put together can actually address that concern, right? So to improve coding, definitely the way to improve coding is practice, practice, practice. You cannot improve overnight. You cannot improve by just taking the training. you need to do a lot of practice, practice, practice. Experience, experience, experience. Right? So that's how you can definitely improve on.
Okay, so remember, practice, practice, practice. Practice makes perfect.
Additional PPP sa 6 piece ni Din kanina. So 9 piece na tayo.
Okay, you still have time? Shall we continue to enter? Okay, let's just select. What relationship in terms of career opportunities does electronics tech have with the information tech? From Bulsu. Maybe this question is kindly from engineering, computer engineering with IT.
Yeah. So two ways, no? So if you still want to pursue electronics communication engineering or engineering, and also earlier there was a question about network engineering, right? We do have that also as part of Accenture Philippines, no? What I was just talking is more about technology, but other engineering, right? Like the network engineering, like the ECE, right? The other engineering, definitely there's another part of Accenture doing that, right? This is more on the technology part of it, but other engineering. So if you still want to do engineering work, no, so definitely we also have network engineer, right, and other type of engineers open in Accenture, no. But if you want to do programming, right, then definitely you want to go through the ATLP. You want to go through the trainings that we will offer in ATLP. Although you may start from the scratch, but again, everybody start from the scratch. There's always a humble beginning for all of us, right? Kahit anong edad ka, sabi nga naman kanina, kahit 30 years old ka pa, 40 years old ka pa, as long as Din has mentioned earlier, no, as long as you have the attitude, no, the attitude to learn, the attitude to know more, right, and the interest to learn more, take on more training, then definitely, you can start from there.
Okay, the opportunities is there, so strike while the iron is hot. There's a vast opportunities for technology nowadays, especially even in pandemic. Okay, with that, we have, can we entertain this another question? Do you have work position for a part-time student to help them in this pandemic?
Rain, do you have any information on that?
Yeah.
Actually, Bogs, this I'm not sure. All I know is for the internship, that they supposed to have an allowance, but for this part time, I think all the students might visit our site, the PH / students. You can also view some opportunities, the starter roles on that page. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you again, ma'am.
Yes po.
Okay, another question. We still have time. Can you provide us the site where we can more about ATLP? I already indicated the link, ma'am. Ay, sir pala.
Yeah, if in case you want to, get a copy of the deck that we've shared earlier, so you can just work with the school representative and work with our campus solutions team, no? And then definitely we can open up discussion and share the deck that we presented earlier.
And sir, this is free, no?
Yes, definitely. I forgot to mention that, no? It's free. So the only investment our students should, put in is their time, their effort, and it's for them anyways. Right? So it's free.
And students who are not IT will also be invited. Can also.
Yep. So again, no, as I mentioned earlier, the curriculum is crafted in a way that even non-IT, even career shifters can take that training because we've included the basics.
Okay. Sir, if the student want to apply with Accenture and have the skills in programming, will they will undergo the training program and they become employee also?
Yep. So, if the students want to apply and have skill in programming, so again, no, I don't know where you acquired the programming. It might baka nag-part-time na kayo or nagtrabaho na kayo outside or from school. Pero definitely, we do provide bootcamp. That's actually where ATLP is coming in. The training program that we put, the curriculum that we put in ATLP is exactly the same program for our incoming fresh graduate, incoming entry level. So that's exactly the same bootcamp that we're giving to them once they landed in Accenture on their first day. But what we're doing now is put lift that training program and give it to the students so that as early as their college days, while still they're in school, we are already equipping them with the actual technologies that we are using in the IT industry. So if you take on the program and the ATL, I'm sure you're talking about ATLP, no? You will undergo training program. If you pass the assessment, for example, your school already have a MOA or Memorandum of Agreement with us in Accenture, then we offer this program na to your school, no? And you finish the program, the ATLP, and pass the HR assessment for communication and comprehension, then definitely we will offer you a job. And as I mentioned earlier, no, we've already hired few students, few because ilang schools pa lang na partner namin enrolling this program out. So most of them are already using project mate ko na sila. They're using Angular, they're using React or Node.js. Kung ano man pinag-aralan nila, exactly the same technology that they're using in their current project or current work right now.
Okay. So for further clarifications and contacts, the email is already in the chat box. You can just connect and get that. So before I think that's the end of the first topic. Before we proceed to the next topic, let's just have take a rest for our box for another topic, and we shall proceed first to the announcement. Okay, we shall proceed first to the announcement to be given by Ma'am Linda. Ma'am Linda, take it away.
Okay, good afternoon po to everyone. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you very much. So for today, I am tasked to present to you the online competitions that we will be organizing in celebration of the CHED or the Commission on Higher Education 27th anniversary and the first celebration of the National Higher Education Day. Okay. So I will be presenting to you the guidelines on how you as a student and faculty members can participate in this event. So on May 17 to 21 of 2021
there will be a celebration of CHED's 27th founding anniversary. And this also the first National Higher Education Day with the theme, Padyak, Pamantasan, Pandayan tungo sa Kaunlaran, moving forward by claiming victory for Philippine higher education. So, uh, for this event, the Association of Computing Education Deans and Program Heads had collaborated with CHED Region 3 and will be sponsoring this competition. There would be two categories, the National Higher Education Day ABP making competition and the digital poster making competition. So this is the theme of the competition. Padyak, pamantasan, pandayan tungo sa kaunlaran. Moving forward by claiming victory for Philippine higher education. So here is the general guidelines, okay? So qualifications to join all contests or competition are open for all Schedule 3 accredited HEI. So this is open only for Region 3 accredited HEIs of Commission of on Higher Education in Region 3. Okay, because this event, the CHED 27th anniversary and the first National Higher Education Day celebration would be on a nation-wide scope. But for Region 3, we have this celebration. We have this event and uh, the ACEDPH, our organization, would be sponsoring this event. So the participating school can submit one entry per category. So for the composition of the team, we expect students to be the competitors, but we also encourage faculty members to be part of the team as their coaches. Okay, so there shall be two contested categories. One would be the National Higher Education Day, ABP making, and the second category would be the National Higher Education Day, digital poster making. So all categories shall be anchored on the theme, Padyak, Pamantasan, Pandayan tungo sa Kaunlaran. And also, all contents must be your original work. Okay? Participants who plagiarize will be subject to disqualification. And then all entries must be submitted on or before May 7, 2021 at this email address ntsalta@ched.gov.ph, and uh, selected entries will be posted in Chedro 3 Facebook page because there is a part in the criteria that a certain percentage of the criteria will be allotted to the number of likes in that social media. Then there will only be one winner per category and a cash prize shall be awarded to the winner as follows. Okay? So video presentation making, 5,000, and then digital poster making, 3,000 pesos for the winner. And then for the specific guidelines for each category, so for the National Higher Education Day audio video presentation making, there would be no limit in the composition of the team. Okay, you can accept as many members as you need for your team. And then the video must be at least 3 minutes. It shall promote National Higher Education Day in accordance to the aforesaid theme. Original tune is preferred, though popular tunes can be adapted to the ABP music video provided that the tune is copyright free. Okay? And then the ABP should be recorded and saved in MP4 format and be submitted on or before May 7, 2021 at this email address. Okay? The final output shall then be uploaded to youtube.com and send links to mtsalta@ched.gov.ph for posting on Shadow 3 Facebook page. once it is acknowledged by the organizer as official entry. So you will be notified. Okay. Then criteria for judging would be technical merit, animation, if there would be any, 35%, artistic quality, 35%, originality, 20%, and then the social media likes, 10%, because I have mentioned earlier, this will be posted on Cedro 3 Facebook page. So a total of 100%. Okay? And then for the National Higher Education Day digital poster making, the second category. Okay. So the purpose of this contest is to design a poster to be used in the promotion of the celebration of the National Higher Education Day event. So take note that this will be the first time that we will be celebrating the Higher Education Day, because it was just recently that the law was approved that we could be able to celebrate this event. Okay. And then the specific guidelines. So first, the poster should be readable by viewers 2 meters away. So the message should be clear and understandable without oral explanation. The finished poster is 18 inches by 24 inches, at least 300 dpi in size, in JPEG and PNG format. The poster shall promote national higher education in accordance to the aforementioned theme and or shall contain elements that picture moving forward by claiming victory for Philippine higher education. And then the poster must be adaptable for use on both print and electronic media and must not be similar to other existing posters. And then the criteria for judging, okay, so the prize for this second category, the winner will be able to get 3,000 pesos in cash. Concept and relevance, 30%. Originality, 30%. Aesthetic quality, 30%. And then social media likes, 10%, because this will be posted in the Cedro 3 Facebook page, so we can be able to see who would be liking or who would be loving the poster design you submitted. So these are the competitions that we will be conducting and to be sponsored by our organization, Association of Computing Education Deans and Program Heads. For more details, we will be posting this in our Facebook group, and this will also be announced by our regional office of Commission on Higher Education. Ma'am Eve, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We shall proceed to the raffle.
Okay.
Okay, raffle time. How many, ma'am?
I think we'll proceed muna with the next topic, then later na lang yung
Ma'am, the two topics have been covered by Sir Boggs na po.
Okay na?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Sige.
After raffle, we shall have the certificate of recognition.
So what would be our Sir Melner?
Our raffle generator. So in this all the participants, ma'am, will be joining. Okay.
So let's just wait for that.
Stay tuned for the raffle.
It would be a 300 peso GCash, and we expect that the winner that will be drawn would should be here in the meeting room. Diba, Ma'am Eve?
Yes, ma'am. Should be present and should be tuning in.
Okay. Okay. So you just give the signal to our
And the
Sana, Ma'am Eve.
goes to, congratulations to Gerald Tamayo from Gordon College. You just have
Nandiyan
won
ba?
100 pesos cash.
Teka, hintayin muna natin kung nandiyan.
Let's see.
Kasi kung wala, it will be
Gerald,
40.
say hello if you're there.
Ba siya? Wala.
4, 3, 2, 1. Next raffle. And the winner is none other than, ma'am, what's the name? From Gordon College,
Again?
Abu Sultan.
Nandyan ba? Wala din.
4, 3, 2, 1. Next raffle na. Isa lang na meron. And the winner is from CEU Malolos, Mr. Daniel
Nandyan
Prado.
ba?
Mr. Daniel
Dito ba
Prado.
sa loob?
Are you here? In 4, 3, 2, 1. We have 493 participants.
Oo nga. I think wala.
Once more, ma'am, before we proceed to the... Yeah, the winner is Maria Katrina Hipolito from Balibog Polytechnic University. You just have won 100 pesos GCash. Are you here, Miss Maria Katrina? Say hello. In 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wala. Count of 5 lang.
Congratulations to Mark Jerwell Kuramen from Bulsu. Mark Jerwell, are you here? In 4, 3, 2, 1. None. Ayaw yatang manalo ng GCash, ha?
Oo nga.
Later na lang, ma'am. Or shall we have another,
Last draw na lang. Kung wala pa din.
Okay, for the last draw for this time. Okay.
Ayan. Miss Roshane Aguilar. Nandito po ba?
Roshane Aguilar from Bulacan State University. Andito ba?
Ayaw, wala din.
Ayaw. Re-roll.
Puro wala. Puro wala yung natatawag.
Re-roll.
Siguro what we can do, ma'am, is
Open your mic, yung video. Gusto nanalo.
meron po ba?
Thank you, Ma'am Glo, for the suggestion.
Si Abdul kanina, mayroon po.
Kami na lang po sa Bataan. Yes po.
EPSU na lang po, Bataan.
May
Bataan.
Where's our president?
Heroes po, Bataan Heroes.
Na lang po. Mine 300.
Po, Bataan.
Aurora na lang po.
Santa Maria.
300.
Ayan Sir Neil, what's your decision? Anong gagawin natin?
ACLC po, Santa
Siguro,
Maria.
yung ano ma'am, yung anyone who would be willing to sing kahit 2 lines lang, ibigay na natin doon. If they want to. Meron.
Anyone?
Golden College. Mine.
Okay. Sing at least 2 lines. And you just have one cash.
Oo nga.
Birthday ko po ngayon.
Okay. So, of course, yours.
Okay, since we're having a hard time getting the winner for the raffle, what our president is recommending is who would like to volunteer to sing? At least kahit chorus lang.
Kahit po sintonado, joke.
Ako po, ma'am.
Sige, kanta na. And then sign
Ako po.
Ako na lang po, ma'am. Crisanto Soriano, BPSU po.
Ako po, sasayaw po ako. Akin na lang.
Ang lakas, grabe.
Pagbibigay po
Ako po
kami
sasayaw
ng
sa kanta.
Ako po, may talent po ako.
Band po ng Labradad.
Nakakanta po ako kahit buong taon na lang po, TikTok.
Ako po, maglalaba.
Yeah, ma'am, sasubar na lang po.
Sir
Ako
President,
po, papaluin ni Mama.
sino ang pipili?
ma'am, magbibigay po kami ng prize, additional prize para sa mga so pwede pong mahingi yung GCash number, magta-transfer po ako ng 2,000 para sa additional prizes po.
Yes.
Costly, sir.
guys. Sige, sir.
Ako na lang po.
Ma'am, ready na po.
I-chat na lang po yung
Hindi ka
Paki-chat na lang po sa akin yung GCash number para ma-transfer ko po.
From our, from the organizer, sir.
Opo, for organizers po, for the organizers.
I-ano po sa inyo ni Ma'am Clarice Vicente.
Sige po, para may transfer ko po yung worth 2,000 po na additional price po.
Okay,
Thank you
thank
very
you,
much.
sir.
Raffle na lang po ulit.
Wala pa man, thank you, sir.
Ma'am, siguro yung raffle kasi nahihirapan tayong mag-select kung sino raffle, tapos yung mapili kung gusto niya na mag-sing, then entitled siya din sa prize. Kung wala pa din, then we can move forward na siguro. Ang hirap kasi mamili.
Oo nga I think what we can do, we will just advise all our participants to type in our group chat box your full name, your school, and your name and your school, and then we will just be doing the raffle. How would you call that? Of the record, ba? How would you be? And then we will be and then we will just be announcing it and be posting it on our Facebook group, and we will be informing you. Pwede po ba yun? So yung mga lahat pong nandito ngayon, kindly type your name and your school para po later on, since you will be typing that, it will be saved. Then yun po yung isasama namin doon sa raffle system. Tapos po, we will be announcing the winners through our Facebook group. So since Sir Boggs donated 2,000, Sir Neil, can we suggest that we will be drawing 10 winners for 2,000 each, for 200 peso each? Baka malugi si Sir Neil.
Yung 2,000 each.
200 peso.
Magbabawasan pa yung bonus ko sa Accenture.
And so 200 peso for
100 pesos each.
for per
10 students.
10 winners, and then 300 yung ano po ng HPA. So, we will have 11 winners. Okay na po ba yun?
Yes, ma'am. It sounds good for me, ma'am. Bari 11 lahat sila.
Okay, sige. Sige.
Thank you, Sir
po.
Box.
Sir Box, thank you very much.
For additional prizes.
Welcome po.
Thank you po. Okay, Sir, Ma'am Eve.
Okay, we shall proceed now to the certificate of recognition. Sir Boggs, kindly stay for certificate.
Sure.
The text. Oh, ayan na naman. Wait. Ay. Yon, there you go. Association of Computing Education, Deans and Program Heads, in partnership with Commission on Higher Education, Region 3, Certificate of Appreciation is presented to Mr. Boggs Pagigan for sharing his valuable time and expertise as resource speaker during the webinar entitled Jumpstarting Computing Careers in the New Normal and Access to Technology Learning Resources, held via Zoom on April 16, 2021, Central Luzon, signed by our President ACEDPH, Mr. Neil H. Datu.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you po. Happy to serve.
Thank you very much, sir. We'll
Thank
email
you,
you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you.
Okay.
Again, thank you very much, sir, for the very informative. And surely, our participants, especially the students, gain a lot of insights from your talk.
Thank you.
And now, I'd like to thank all the students who participated in this webinar. Surely, everyone gained a lot of insights from this topic. We will see you again in our future seminars and talks. Just a reminder, do not forget to fill out the evaluation form. Please see the link shooted in the chat box, or flashed in the chat box to get your e-certificates. Once again, thank you to all the students and stay safe. Meanwhile, the faculty, the deans, and the program heads will stay in the program part 2. We shall have a 3 minutes break while waiting for the speaker.
All right. Team Accenture will drop off now.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Stay safe.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Ma'am, tanungin ko lang po if nasan po yung link. Mukhang natabunan na po kasi sa chat box po yung link na sinend niyo po. Thank you.
Okay.
Ayan.
Sige. We will be posting that. The link will be posted on our Facebook group so that your instructor or the focal person in your school could be able to share that. O nga, natabunan. Pero, Ma'am Clarice, would you be able to share it again? Medyo ang dami na, 500 yan.
Yes, 500.
Yes, Ma'am, I will. Sandali lang po.
There are 400 students, ma'am.
So, at mention po ng ating Master of Ceremony for today, for the part 2, it would be for the participation of our faculty members, our program heads, and deans. So for the students, siguro you can start leaving the room now. And I think Ma'am Michelle is in the room na.
Excuse me, ma'am, yung forms po, yung certificate po ba nasa etong Google Docs na to, na link?
Opo. Yan po yung yan yung evaluation form. You need to fill that out. And then
Okay.
later on, we will be sending through your email the
Yes.
e-certificate.
Okay, thank you, thank you. Salamat po.
Okay, thank you then. Thank you then for participating.
Ma'am?
Salamat po.
Ma'am, do you hear me? Ma'am, I opened the link. It's not found po. Page not available po siya, ma'am.
Ma'am,
wait lang po. Sige ma'am, i-post na lang po namin dun sa FB. Para
Okay po, ma'am.
po mga students po ninyo. Thank you.
Thank you so much po.
Ma'am, ano po yung pangalan ng group para po ma-search po sa Facebook?
There you go. Andun na po yung link. Na-try ko na. I access the Ayan, okay. Ayan na. Ayan na po yung link. Yung nasa last.
Thank you po, thank you.
Yes po, ma'am. Thank you po.
Okay, be sure to access the link before you leave.
Or we can end now. So we can start by 3:15.
3:10, ma'am.
3:10? Okay. For the part 2.
Kasi baka nandyan na si Ma'am Michelle.
Yeah. Here now.
Let us have a 2-minute break.
So earlier, meron pong nag-annotate doon sa screen. I do hope that this will not happen again, but that action will be dealt with accordingly. We have a recording of this because this is live stream in YouTube. So we will get the information of those students who are responsible for those actions, and we will be notifying your school through your coordinators for this act. Sana po hindi natin gagawin yung ganoon.
Yes.
Kasi talagang based doon po sa observation namin, it was really an intention on the part no gumawa. Sana it was just simply a mistake doon sa pag-handle ng Zoom annotation, but for you to be able to draw, that means you really have the intention to disturb yung ating talk. Sana po our dear students, let us use technology responsibly. Andito tayo, nag-aaral tayo ng ganito, ng technology. We were given access to such technology, but make sure we use that responsibly and maturely. Opo. Okay, so yung mga students po, since the second part would involve faculty members, program heads, and deans and administrators, we would like to advise you that you can now leave the room so we can start with our next session. access to technology, learning resources.
Thank you, Ma'am Linda.
Thank you po.
May next meeting ba po ba, ma'am?
For faculty, program head, and deans po.
Pwede na po ba kami mag-leave?
Yes po. Thank you very much.
Thank you din po, ma'am.
Good afternoon po. Pwede na po kami malis, mga student po.
Yes po, pwede na pong mag-start. Leave na po ang mga students.
Sige po, thank you po.
Thank you.
Thank you po.
Thank you.
Meron question din po. Vice versa naman po, pwede pong manood po yung mga students naman. Is it possible po?
For those faculty members, program heads, and deans that are here in the Zoom room, we would like to request that you rename your username into the format, your category, then the name of the school, and then your full name. Because we will be starting to remove students in the meeting room so we can proceed with our next topic. Baka po kasi ma-remove kayo dahil you were not properly identified. Salamat po.
Shall we start, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
180, may student pa.
Okay lang, ma'am. I will just start removing them.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we shall now proceed to our part 2 of the program. And this afternoon, it's my honor to introduce our guest speaker. She worked as Oracle. Okay. She worked as Oracle Academy Country Manager in Oracle Australia Software. She is responsible for the ecological construction of Oracle technologies, education, and research. She also manages Oracle Academy's academic collaboration with institutions in the Philippines, Singapore, Australia, New Zealand, and Vietnam. From the Accenture Philippines, please extend our virtual applause to our guest speaker, Ms. Michelle Gao.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Thanks very much for inviting me. I feel quite honorable to attend this event, online webinar. And I would like to share Oracle Academy and our some success stories in Philippines. Can I share my screen?
Okay, ma'am.
Thanks. So does everyone can see my screen now?
Yes, ma'am.
Great, thanks. So I would like us to spend a few minutes, a couple of minutes, in introducing the program named Oracle Academy. I believe some of you may heard this program before, but some are not. But anyway, I would like to introduce the program. And if you have any questions, you can feel free to ask me in the end of my sharing. First of all, actually, Oracle Academy is Oracle flagship global philanthropic educational program. So it's a global educational program. We have already covered over 120 countries. In JPAC region, we have already covered most countries, like Indonesia, Philippines, India, China, so most of the countries. And we have a lot of different collaborations in those countries. But basically, we provide free resources to all our institutional members. So those free resources can be curriculums, can be softwares, it can be cloud accounts. So a lot of different resources for students and faculties. They could teach, they could learn in their classrooms. So let me go next. Yeah, so we face to different type of institutions. It can be 4 years colleges and university. They can be 2 years vocational colleges. Meanwhile, we also have a lot of resources to for K-12 schools. So we would like to provide different levels resources to match different requirements, like from basic level to advanced level. Okay, so actually our curriculums, we mapped many different countries' standards requirements. Like in Australia, we matched the Australia national curriculums, their requirements. So this is what we designed. We based on those country level requirements to design our resources, such as curriculums, hands-on labs. So this would be, so you can imagine our resources are very qualified to teach at school, at universities. Okay, we have some different resources, but this one is a good example for our resources. This is for database, because I believe Oracle is it's started from a database, but now we have various softwares in 50 industries. So software is the base of this country. For database, we provide a lot of many resources for faculties, which can be used into their own teachings, can be used in their own handbooks. So you can see here, for database, we provide from fundamental level to advanced level. So those are, you can see blue one, those blue ones are full curriculums. for every full curriculum, so we provide section, very structured contents. It can include the sections, homework, question bank, quiz. So every full curriculum, those are very structured contents. You don't have to, for faculties, they could adopt suitable contents into their classrooms, into their own teachings. And for yellow one, we also hope our faculties can have a practical hands-on resources. So these are for hands-on workshops. And those curriculums, you know, Oracle, we have kinds of certifications. And those curriculums, we have corresponding certification to match the contents. So that means your students, if they finish the curriculum and they finish the test in the curriculum, the quiz bank in the curriculum, so that means they have abilities to get the certification. Okay, this is another example for Java. So Java pathway it's a very integrated. So you can see from fundamental level to advanced level. In advanced level, there is a course named Artificial Intelligence with Java. So this is actually this is quite a new course for faculties, and we developed it for several years, and we hope to deliver very strong and qualified content for faculties who can teach artificial intelligence in the school. It's the same, and there is a corresponding certification to map those resources and workshops as well. So those are different types of contents actually. For faculties, you can use different type contents into your teaching. It's up to you. So the way we work with institutions, we work with faculties, the way we actually provide these resources to faculties, and then they could, we even sometimes we give some faculty training to those faculties, and they could use these resources into their teaching, and they will feel fruitful and valuable to use these resources. Okay, so this is another type of resource on the Oracle Academy. You can see we call it education bias. So you can imagine actually those are very small learning module in different topics like programming, like data science, big data. So many new topics, emerging technologies. So we've developed more learning modules to help students and faculties. They could have some hands-on resources to teach these emerging technologies in universities. Okay, so we have already mentioned a lot of different resources, but what I just described, those are we can regard it as curriculums. So full curriculums or hands-on labs. So you can regard it what I just described as a curriculums, but we still have other beneficial for our institutional members. This one is for certifications. As I mentioned, Oracle actually has a lot of certifications. I believe maybe some of you also know these kind of certifications from different level, even for professional level. If students, they can get professional certifications before their graduation, which means they could get a very good job in local markets. So there are lots of cases can prove that for students, if they can get Oracle certifications before their graduates, or even just after their graduates, they could get a very good job. in the market. For us, for Oracle Academy, we could provide discounts for those certifications. If you are our member, I mean, a institution, it's Oracle Academy member, they can get certifications for their students and faculties. Okay, so I just introduced some resources, and mostly those are based on computer science area. You can see database, data science, Java, big data, because those topics are actually around the computer science area. But besides this computer science area, we also provide some resources for business school, for project management. So NetSuite, this one we call it NetSuite. NetSuite actually is one of this kind of resources. This is a cloud-based business course. I think this one is quite popular, very, very popular in Philippines right now. We started some conversations with few institutions currently. So because we have large recruitment requirements for NetSuite talents, because this we can see in Philippines, a lot of companies, they use NetSuite, and a lot of project they need NetSuite professional persons. So for NetSuite we provide free resource, free account for teaching, because this is cloud-based. You can imagine it's a cloud-based ERP system. So you can access with our free account. And meanwhile, we also provide the free training to faculties to learn NetSuite, which is 24 hours plus 7 days. So it's completely online. We give you account, and then you can access to NetSuite platform. You can learn by yourself. You can teach your students, because we also provide students accounts for faculties. So you can create a class with those free accounts, and you can use our curriculums, because we also provide NetSuite curriculums to teach students. So it's a very comprehensive solution for NetSuite for faculties. You can use whatever you want. Yes, so this is what I just mentioned. We provide free training, we provide accounts, we provide even certification, discount for certifications. So very comprehensive solution for NetSuite. Okay, the next one is project management. We call it Primavera. So Primavera is actually this software is quite popular in North America and even in Australia as well. Lots of faculties and institutions, they use this software to teach project management, because this one is quite a professional software comparing other products of industry partners. So so this one is very professional project management. So we give faculties a free license to download, to teach, and we give them a curriculum to teach as well. Okay, and I think you know many different clouds of in the market. And for Oracle Academy, we also provide the students and faculties cloud accounts. So we launched this offering last year, and since from last year till now, we can see many faculties, they use our cloud offering to teach, especially during pandemic. For example, Mapua University, they use a lot of our contents and resources and cloud as well to teach their students. They use these offerings like cloud. They use a free cloud to teach data science, big data in universities. So what do we provide for cloud? We actually we provide the faculties and the students a free cloud accounts. So you could get a free cloud to access Oracle, free cloud accounts to access Oracle Academy Cloud. And that means you can get always free services. And you can get in your account there is 300 US dollar free credits to try non-always free services. So for always free services, that means you can use for an unlimited time. There is no time limited. We provide each faculty free cloud accounts, so you can try those free, always free services forever. And your students as well. Every faculty can request maximum 200 students accounts for 1 year. So there is no difference between your accounts and the student accounts. So your students actually they could do the same thing as you. They could try, they could explore, they could learn with their cloud accounts. Okay, for what kind of what are always free services? You can see we give autonomous database. So you don't, if you teach database, you don't have to download and install database anymore. So you just use cloud database. You can access, you can do it with this. You can do online teaching, remote teaching. So it will be very easier for faculties to teach, especially during pandemic. And there are VMware. Those are very those are also free, always free services, and some storage and others. Okay. Okay. So we have our official website. This is you can see this is our portal. For every faculty, usually because we are a membership program, for every faculty they could register to the program, so they will have an account when they finish registration, and they will be able to sign in our member hub. This is a website for all our members, and all resources what I just mentioned will put on member hub. So it's quite straightforward for faculties. You just sign into member hub and explore. Okay, this is a screenshot for member hub. So you can see we put all resources on this website. You can just you can explore curriculums or request a cloud account or request Apex, many things you can do, or even just want to download the free software. So there are lots of software for your downloading for teaching purpose. Okay, so we also on member hub, your students can also access member hub by creating accounts by their faculties. So when your students access member hub and they complete one of those courses, for example, like here, our foundations, our system, our program will assign them course completion certificate for every learner, whatever students or faculty, for every learner. They complete one of our course, they will get this automatically. If you don't have to complete all courses on member hub. It's up to you. we recommend the students to complete courses, and meanwhile also member recommend faculties to use Member Hub to pick up some contents. So we don't expect the faculties to complete courses with these completion certificates. The very common scenario is faculties, they access Member Hub and they access Member Hub and they download our software, our curriculums for their teaching. So they customize their own contents with our free resources. Okay, so this one is a case we worked with the University of Mindanao. So I received a survey. I'm not sure if this is for me, but just okay. So this is a case we work with University of Mindanao. Actually, the faculty, they teach they use NetSuite in accounting information system. So they use our free resources. They help students understand what is the latest software in the market. So what is welcomed software in business school market. Okay, and this one is another case. Actually, the faculties, they teach, I think she teaches database related area, and they use a lot of our resources as well. And I'm not sure if you can hear can you hear the voice?
There is no audio, ma'am.
Sorry?
There is no audio.
Oh, there is no audio. You cannot see the audio, right? Sorry, can you see the video or there is no audio?
The
We see the video, but we can't hear
Just
it.
only video, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me re-sharing. Okay. Okay, I think now should be better.
I'm Paula Castro, Assistant Professor from Technological Institute of the Philippines, Quezon City. Oracle Academy has benefited both faculty members and students. The curriculum and available resources from the Oracle Academy bridge the gap between an instructor-led learning and student-directed discovery. The lesson modules and workshops from the curriculum have helped faculty members successfully implement the outcomes-based teaching and learning in their class. Oracle Academy has helped position our students for the future by providing instructional materials and personalized and flexible learning experience. As a faculty member, it is always inspiring to hear my students sharing their success stories and how Oracle Academy courses play an important role in making their journey even more successful.
Yeah, I think this is what I would like to share with everyone today. I would like to take any questions for the program or for anything. Yeah. Hand over to the host.
Yes, thank you, Ma'am Michelle, for that very informative and great opportunity you have delivered. Now the forum is open for questions, clarifications, and insights. You may shoot your questions at the chat box, or you can unmute. We have here the questions in the poll for will your HEI be interested to sign up for a membership in an Oracle Academy program? And the
Yeah.
result is 98%.
98%. So it sounds cannot complete.
There is a one participant who answered no.
So, yeah, they can sign up, register the membership through the website. So it's very straightforward. In our homepage, they can see join now. Just click the button, and they will follow the guide to complete the registration. Did I answer the question?
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Participants, you may now raise your questions. Okay, we have a question here at the chat box. Let me read the question, ma'am. Does Oracle Academy also offer learning resources for technology courses like electronics tech, drafting tech, comtech, and etc.? That is from Bulsu, faculty from Bulsu, Sir Demetrio de la Cruz.
No, we may have a part of this kind of resources. Yeah, we do have some Finch Roberts resources, but I don't think that is electronics tech drafting. Yeah, but we do have some Finch Roberts courses and workshops. So because you know Oracle Academy, our Oracle is a software company, so most of the content we actually focus on computer science learning. So yeah, besides what I just said, besides computer science, we provide like NetSuite and for business school learning and project Primavera for project management. So that's basically we currently what we have. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. I hope Sir De La Cruz answers the question. Another question? Anyone? While waiting for the others, ma'am, let me ask my questions. Ask my question. How are we going to be partner with Oracle Academy? What will be the HEI process in order for us to be partner with that Oracle Academy program?
Actually, it's quite straightforward for individual institution. So they could have someone who can have legal acceptance, and this person can register to our membership online. So they would just register the membership on our official website. Academy, I can type our official website into the chat box. Yeah, this is our website. Or someone else, just a faculty who want to use our resources, and he also can register online and just identify someone to accept the institution agreement online. The acceptance is online as well. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, let me read another question from Bulsu, from Sir Darwin. Does the module provided from the Oracle Academy can be used as a reference or reviewer for Java SE certification?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, if because for Java contents, we do have a lot of different levels. So I'm not sure what kind of certifications they the faculty refer to, but so we do have abundance of resources for Java. So I think they could explore in our member hub and find something valuable for themselves.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. I hope, Sir Darwin, it answered your question. Okay, another question, ma'am. How can we verify if our institutional membership is still active in the Oracle Academy?
Yeah, you can go to the website and there is a member directory in the main menu. So you just go to the main menu and member directory, all and click choose Philippines in the country box, and you will see all active members in Philippines now. If your institution is not on this list, that means you are not currently not active members. Yeah.
Thank you.
I can type. Let me. Can share? You can show. Can share the. Yeah.
Do you know that there is an expiration for the membership?
Yeah, you can you see the website?
Yes, ma'am.
Am I sharing? Yeah. Okay, so there is a menu named the member directory. Yeah, and then you can go here. So, and choose Philippines, go choose JPAC, choose Philippines, and then you will see. So I won't go details here. I won't waste their time here. Yeah, but you can see, yeah, and just a search. So you all active members, you can find it. No.
Yeah, there you go. Ma'am Linda,
my pleasure. No worries.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you. Ma'am Linda, you have question you may want to raise, ma'am. Or let me.
ma'am. I would just like to let others know because Gordon College is a Oracle Academy program member.
Ma'am, what are the benefits of the HEI can enjoy as academic
I
partner?
saw this question. So for this, you can go to our website as well, and then you can see membership benefits. So on this page, you can see all benefits. Basically, there are two types of benefits. One is the free resources. Free resources include curriculums, include free cloud accounts, free NetSuite accounts, free license. So this kind of things. And the other thing is we provide some voucher to certifications. So this is another type. Yeah. So basically two types.
Ma'am, once they are a member, meaning they are entitled with a 50% discount of the certification.
Yeah, it you 25 certification discounts. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, there are a lot of things. So yeah. So if you are interested in this, you just go this website and explore. Yeah, a lot of information. But basically, overall, just two types of resources. What I just mentioned.
Thank you, ma'am.
My pleasure. You are welcome.
Okay, question, Ma'am Michelle.
Yes.
How long does it normally take for membership to get approved?
Oh, quite quick. 24 or 45 hours. Yeah, when you after you're registered. Yeah.
Okay. And then so teachers could access these resources even if their school is not yet a member of the Oracle Academy. Is my understanding correct?
Yeah, the first thing is one of us, there should be the first faculty if to register the membership if the institution is not the member yet. So there should be the first one faculty, can be dean or can be just a common faculty, but have to be registered to our member. And then for other faculties under this institution, they can register as well, but they register as their as faculty member under this institution. Am I clear? Explanation clear? So so the first one, yeah, for the first one, first the faculty, they registered our member to be institutional member. And then, like for example, Mapua, they registered the membership as an institution member. Then other faculties under Mapua, they registered. When they register membership, they select Mapua University, and then they will become our faculty members under Mapua University. Is that clear?
So you mean the school will have to be an institutional member first before teachers can start joining in as individual members?
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so you have to register your institution firstly. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm just surprised to see earlier that Oracle Academy has something even for non-IT people, because earlier you presented this faculty member from University of Mindanao, and then there's something that NetSuite, I think, and this is something for accounting people. So Oracle Academy is not just for IT. You also have something even for non-IT people. Yes.
Yes, yes. Yeah, like I said, most content we still focus on computer science learning for IT people. But meanwhile, we also provide additional resources in other area like business school, like project management. Yeah, currently, yes. Not only for IT persons, not only. And I would like to add some of our contents are quite suitable for non-computer science students. So because like Australia, some business school students, they would like to learn basic computer science students, quite basic, because they are business school students. They don't have to learn too much. So some of our contents are also suitable for this kind of students. We have some very basic contents, interesting contents for those non-computer science students.
Thank you.
Good, because Primavera can be also used by the engineering students, ma'am.
Yes, yes, correctly.
it's extending the thanks of Sir Christopher. That thanks, Ma'am Gao. We're still active.
Thanks very much for inviting me here.
Any more questions?
Okay, Ma'am Michelle, I think Ma'am Michelle said earlier that they do have materials for machine learning. I
Yes.
just want to know if this is something that we can also request should the partnership between our organizations will push through. Because based on our agreement, I think the only trainings available there are those that are related to databases and Java. So apart from these two main topics, it's possible for us to request other topics like machine learning.
Yes, yes, yes. I have to say that the templates which I sent to you is quite old version, but for some reasons I don't know why our legal they don't change that version. But that doesn't mean you cannot use like additional resource besides the template. Actually, once your members become our Oracle Academy member, they will have, like what I said, they will have a account to access our member hub. Once they visit our member hub, all resources can be found in that website, in the member hub website. So I may spend a few minutes to show what I mean. Yes. By the way, I see someone ask a document for membership. So document everything is online actually. Everything is on this website. So when you click join now, they will link you to a guide to this page, and in the end of this page there is two different guides. If your institution is not our member, registered to be a member, institutional member. If your institution is already a member, just add yourself to your institution. So very clear here. And let me show. Yeah, in this corner, in the right corner, we just you can sign in with your Academy account. Okay, so this is our member hub website. You can see all the resources we have already located here. Curriculums, there are different curriculums. Cloud accounts, you can request a cloud account here as well. You can download software through. So there are lots of resources. I won't go through everyone, but for new members, I strongly recommend faculties to start from here. So because they guide the faculties how to use this website. And I just to show you quickly. So you can see there are resources we already put here. Full curriculums, education bites, data science. So on the full curriculums, Java, and you can see AI machine learning, I believe, where it is. They moved AI. Okay, I can type search actually. So you can see when I type AI, so the related resource comes out. Yeah. So you don't have to worry about the template actually, Miss. You don't have to worry about the template. So actually, when you have account to access the member site, member hub, you will be able to access all resources. But you have to be institutional member or faculty member firstly. Yeah.
Once you, excuse me, once you become a member, can we download these materials for sharing with our students?
Yes, you can. Yeah, you can download.
Ma'am Michelle, what are the requirements of the institution? Aside from, would there be a MOA here, ma'am?
Sorry, I didn't catch up with you. Sorry.
Ma'am, what are the requirements of the institution? Would there be a MOA here?
For institution requirements, basically we don't have we don't have too much requirements for institution, but the first of all, we need those institutions won't use our resources for non-teaching purpose or to commercial purpose. So there is no specific requirements for institutions. Bachelor is the public institutions, but yeah.
Okay. Just a MOA, ma'am, Memorandum of Agreement.
How much does it cost? No, there is no cost. Yeah, no cost. If you have any questions when you register the membership, so you can contact here or Academy Help. Yeah, you can go to Oracle Academy Help and submit a ticket. Then our backside colleague will contact you. So you can see here, and you can log in firstly or ask a question. Yeah, you can see, ask a question.
Okay.
Yeah, or you can contact me. Yeah.
Ma'am, does the learning material has a different media like video presentation or just text modules?
Help. Sorry, it's not just a help modules. Yeah.
Oh yeah. They're just asking, ma'am, if there's a video presentation or just purely in the text modules. Maybe they are referring to the materials.
Oh, for materials, yeah, you also can have some overview materials on our website actually. So you can including some full curriculum. So you can see here.
There's a video, ma'am, video presentation.
Video? Video. I don't think we have video. If you want to watch a video, you have to be a member firstly. There will be some videos. What I just want to say, there are some documents actually for resources. Okay, like this kind of documents. Yeah, you can click them and to course description. Yeah, so there are this kind of documents, but the video, no, I don't think so. Yeah. For introducing resources, right? Yeah, no, I don't think so.
They have to visit the entire module for them to see if there's a video presentation. Okay?
Yeah, or just visit our website directly. Yeah.
Yeah, is there a way on your website to know if the institution is already a member or a Oracle Academy? I think you already demonstrated.
Yes. Yeah.
Is there a binding contract between Oracle and the member institution? Is the membership?
No, it's not binding. No, actually, you can see our membership. So it's a e-membership. So you can during your register, you just accept. But if you want to know how the agreements say, what it mentions, so you can visit our website actually as well. So there is a sample agreement, so you can just here. You can view the sample.
Yes, ma'am.
So that, yeah.
If the membership expires, would that be
renewable? Yes. After our membership has 3 years. If it's close to 3 years, you can renew.
Okay, thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
There are no other questions?
I just want to inform our members, ma'am, that we are currently working on a partnership with Oracle, and we hope that this will push through soon. This partnership would mean training for our teachers, because this will allow us to request trainers from Oracle. So it's not just materials that our members could access. They could actually request trainers from Oracle to train our teachers. Hopefully that will happen.
Yeah.
If you have any more other questions, we can email Ma'am Michelle anytime.
Yeah, thank you very much for inviting me. I would like to pursue the partnership as well. And if we set up the partner relationship, I like Mr. Datu said, we would like to organize some trainings or some events for your targeted faculties. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, thanks for everyone. Have a good weekend.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
For the certificate, ma'am. Kindly stay for a while, ma'am. Linda?
So no more questions, I think. Yeah.
I think. From Linda, shall we proceed to the? Okay. There you go.
Thanks very much.
Association. Let me read the text. Association of Computing Education Deans and Program Heads, in partnership with Commission on Higher Education Region 3, Certificate of Appreciation is presented to Ms. Michelle Gao for sharing her valuable time and expertise as resource speaker during the webinar entitled Jumpstarting Computing Careers in the New Normal and Access to Technology Learning Resources, held online via Zoom on April 16, 2021, Central Luzon, signed by President ACEDPH, Mr. Neil Datu. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Michelle.
Thank you, President Datu.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Now, to conclude our program,
Lucy,
yes, ma'am.
Ma'am Eve.
Closing, ma'am. And now, to conclude our program, let us hear the message of the Vice President of ACEDPH, Dr. Lilibet T. Quizon, Dean of the College of Computer Studies, Angeles University Foundation. A virtual round of applause.
Thank you, Ma'am Eve. So a pleasant afternoon, everyone. First and foremost, allow me to thank you for staying with us virtually until the very end. We are actually overwhelmed of our participants this afternoon. In fact, some were not able to join the meeting room, but I know they're on YouTube checking on our videos. No? So with your presence, it only means that it inspires us more to do such activities like this. And this event will not be successful, of course, without your presence and active participation. So just to wrap up, allow me to share some of the key takeaways from our speakers, starting with, of course, with our opening remarks earlier with Sir Neil, when he mentioned to us the 6 P's of planning, saying that prior planning and preparation prevents poor performance. So this 6 P's actually would translate now on how we will plan and prepare our curriculum to prevent poor performance of our students, responding according to the demand of the IT industry. So we just heard earlier from Sir Boggs from Accenture that there is in fact a disruption of workforce, and that disruption would only mean that we should all be professional lifelong learners. We just don't tell our students to be prepared to that kind of battle, that when they graduate, it doesn't mean they stop learning. The same message would translate to our dear faculty, to us as IT education leaders, that we too have to continue learning, especially to the fact that technology is fast changing. Sabi nga ni Ma'am Eve kanina, nagkakabukuhan sa age of what particular programming language has been taught to us until the time we graduated, diba? That is actually a real story. That if you've seen the history of technologies, the versions of technologies, it's really fast changing. From a year to another, you expect that there's a new version. And that is why that when you start your first year until you graduate, you're not expecting the same technology would be used. But of course, essentially, the theories and concepts are there. What is very important is we always have to remind our students, our faculty, to continue learning. While Ms. Michelle from Oracle provided us the opportunity to actually keep up with the demand of the industry. And with this philanthropic effort, with this education program, flagship program of Oracle, it actually provided us some up-to-date industry materials that we can actually use for our students. It is an opportunity for us to improve on how are we going to design our curriculum. And I think everybody are excited. I've seen the poll, 98% are very much willing to actually be part of the Oracle Academy program. And this is actually a way of our sharing with you of what we have already enjoyed for the past years, especially now during this pandemic. I know everybody are actually busy preparing their modules. Now it's a perfect time that we've seen all those resources given for free by Oracle. And just to reiterate, as we are doing this activity now, it's on the works, and we're looking forward to have this partnership with Oracle and ACEDPH, so that we'll be able to guide all the different higher education institutions in the region to be part of this program. So if you're interested, please do send us an email, so just that we can put you on our priority list. So when the partnership push through, whenever we have training activities that will be organized by ACEDPH, in partnership with Oracle, we could send you invite, because we'll take priority for the institutional members. So we would really appreciate if you send us an email, and at least we could notify Michelle that here are the list of schools that have signified their interest to become a partner. So we're looking forward to that. And with this, I hope through this webinar, we provided an inspiration that as IT education leaders, let us use this opportunity to help the IT community by providing globally competitive graduates ready to join the IT workforce. It is just a start, and we look forward to seeing you again in the future events of ACEDPH. So thank you, stay safe and healthy always. A pleasant afternoon, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. And to end this event, we would like to thank all the participants, educators, deans, program heads, faculty for making this event possible. And to all ACEDPH officers, our IT support from Gordon College, and of course, to all our speakers today. We will see you again in our future seminars and talks. Stay safe at maraming salamat po. Do not forget the evaluation form for you to get the certificate. For our closing thought, the only impossible journey is the one you never begin. From Tony Robbins. Once again, thank you very much. Would there be special announcement, Ma'am Linda?
Ano po, happy weekend to everyone.
Oh.
Looking forward to Friday. Neil, looking forward to Friday. Thank you very much po to everyone. Thank you. Neil.
Ma'am, can we stay for a few minutes lang? Promise, hindi kami makakaharang sa iyong Friday.
Okay. Sige, may dito si Sir Paulo Victoria. Yes, sir. We'll be more than willing to assist you. Once we finalize the partnership, we'll definitely provide you more information. Right, Ma'am Beth?
Yes po, definitely. We will we will help them.
Yes. Madali lang naman pong join.
Our institution is very interested.
Yes. You can begin now by signing up in their website. So you can be able to see what are the other requirements you need to provide.
Because there will be a requirement.
For Gordon College, we did not have a hard time joining. And then until now, we're enjoying the free training provided to us, the learning resources they provided to us. So it would be a good opportunity also to our ACEDPH members to be part of Oracle Academy program. No obligation. You don't have to pay for any membership fee to join the Oracle Academy program. But for ACEDPH, you need.
And not only for the access of learning materials, but rather even Oracle is the software itself is free, so you can really integrate that in your curriculum. So you don't have to worry. The only thing I think you need to make sure is to work it out with your top management and get their support, so that, because I think there's a form that would require them to sign it off and assign you as the point contact for the institution, so you can proceed with your membership. So if there's a delay, that would just be it. You just need to make sure you secure that from the top management. And I think as Ms. Michelle mentioned earlier, it would just be within 24 hours for as long as you provided the form required. And we are very happy to assist you. In fact, there are activities that are lined up by Oracle previously, since we are also an Oracle Academy member. We were supposed to host a training program from Oracle. Unfortunately, because of the pandemic, it didn't push through, but we hope from this partnership we'll be able to organize one, and we hope that you become a member soon, so that we could include you on the priority list of those who will be attending the webinars.
Yes. Okay. Thank you very much po to everyone who participated. Hope to see you again on our next activity. I don't know if Sir Neil Dato already had plans for that.
We will still have to plan, ma'am, on May 21st, then decide then what to do. What will the next activities be?
So I think the next activity we will be in charge would be our participation in the CED 27th anniversary and the first National Higher Education Day celebration, wherein we will be sponsoring the online competition. So we encourage all our HEI members to join those competitions we mentioned earlier. Baka po dagdagan pa ni Sir Neil yung prizes niyan. For now, it's plan for the winner of the NHE Day ABP making competition, and then 3,000 for the winner of the NHE Day digital poster making. So yun po.
Ay, Ma'am Clarice, pasend daw po ng ano, kindly send the
link
again, baka natabunan.
I have the shortcut link. Teka. Para madali. Although I already shared this in our FB group. Yeah. Through that form, you can let us know what other activities you would like the association to organize in the future. Kindly give us your thoughts. What other learnings, what other sessions, topics you would like us to cover. So, yung inyo pong ay very much welcome. Diba, Sir Neil?
Yes, ma'am. Mag-create na lang ba tayo ng bagong link for our meeting? Siguro kahit mga 10-15 minutes lang. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this would be our last for this.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am? For this.
Yes.
Okay. Okay na po. I will stop na
Hindi tayo nakapagpa-picture, ma'am, no?
Ay, oo nga.
Ay, oo nga. Oo nga.
Pati sa mga, yung mga natira, ma'am, para ma-picturean pa natin bago sila maubos.
Would you like to take Sige, tingnan natin.
Yeah, we still have a good number. Mga 83 pa tao. Para meron tayong souvenir.
Oo nga. Sige. Okay? Thank you very much for staying. So, ang benefit po, kasama namin kayo sa photo op. Ang buhok mo. Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3. for first page, and then I'll have next page. Ito po. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yan po. Oo nga, pasensya po dun sa mga nakaalis na kanina. I forgot to get the screenshot. Thank you very much po. Maraming salamat. Keep safe po palagi. We still have a lot of activities to be joining in the future. Hopefully,
Thank you
next
po.
month po, lahat po ng HEIs in the regions are expected to participate in our National Higher Education Day. That's the first celebration we're going to have. So marami pong activities na i-conduct po ang central office and also our regional office. So hopefully to see you also. Yung mga entries nyo po ha. PSIC also, PSIC Region 3 will be having a TikTok challenge competition for faculty daw po. So mas mayaman po ang PSIC Region 3 kaya mas malaki po ang prize noon. Kaya tayo. Yung details po noon will be posted very soon sa CED Regional Office FB page. You watch out po for that. Marami pong mga activities na gagawin. It would be a 1-week celebration. Okay po. So thank you very much. Again, happy weekend po to everyone and keep safe. Renew, bye-bye. See you later.
Bye-bye na. Dun sa mag-limit pa lang tayo a few minutes siguro. Baka dumaretso ka nang mag-date na.
Hintay na ako eh. Okay, sige. Ano pa lang naman, 4:30 pa lang naman. Sige. Okay, see you later.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you very much.